Hello, Scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am back today with a new travel layout for you. So, in all honesty, I probably should have posted this one first because this is probably going to be the first layout before all of the Cancun layouts that I make, because this one is 3 photos of an app that Ashley had that counted down. So I think like 60 days before our trip, she got an app, and I really don't have any idea of what app it was that she got, but it counted down to like the minute of our trip starting. So it was kind of fun. She would every once in a while like send me photos, and like the closer and closer it got, she would send me a screenshot of, like 2 days, 3 hours, 5 seconds left, whatever it says on these images. I can't remember right now, and I don't have the layout right in front of me, but it was really fun. She would just randomly send them through me or to me throughout the day, and like it was never the same day, never the same time, whatever. It was just kind of a fun little exciting part of us going on this trip together. So here you can see I did glue them down to this polka dotted background first, but then I decided that they needed to pop off of that pattern a little bit more, just to help the photos stand out. So I decided to mat them and do a very, very teeny tiny mat of black around each of the screenshots, and then I'm going to glue them down. I apologize about the zooming in and out. I am not sure why it's doing that. I recorded this on my phone in January at the scrapbooking retreat that I went to. So usually my phone is pretty good about not zooming in and out. So I'm not sure why it was doing it a little bit crazier that time. But here you can see I am going to cut down that black pattern paper that I used to mat the photos on. And I'm going to just put it to the left of the photos. And then the photos, I'm going to I believe I keep it right where it's at right now, or around that area. So I'm going to just start making other layers and banners. I think I add banners to this one. Like I said, it's been a while since I've looked at this layout, and so I don't really actually remember a lot of what I did on this layout, but I love this layout. I love how it turned out. I am using the same travel kit from Echo Park that I have been for the last couple of layouts that I've posted. And I really love this travel collection that I got from the scrapbooking store. I don't believe you can still get this one in the shop, but I will check and make sure I leave a link down below. I thought the back of this postcard paper was really cute, and so I decided that's what I was going to do my journaling on. And then I also decided to cut apart some of these 2x2 squares and add those to the layout as some of the embellishment clusters. So that's what I'm doing here. And I think that's that. Those 5 or maybe 4 are the ones that I am going to end up using. So I'm just playing around with placement, and I think this one was probably actually the first layout I must have created, because I posted vacay I think last week, and then a couple days ago I posted another one that I believe is Travel With Me, I think that's what it's called, and both of those embellishments are to the right of my desk right now. So I must have created this one first, but didn't realize that that was the order that I created them in, but it's all good. Anyway, I decided to use this pomegranate close to my heart ink to ink all of the edges. I'm going to cut off the border strip, and then I'm going to start gluing everything down. So here you can see I am starting to glue down all of the embellishments and everything and the photo cluster. And yeah, there's not much to say about that. Sorry. I really love how this one turns out. It is quite full of things, embellishments and papers and stuff, and I don't always make layouts like that, but it's really fun to kind of make a layout that's kind of out of your normal realm. So I'm using those little, what are those called? Placemats. Oh my gosh, they go on your car. Holy cow. Yeah, anyway. What is that called? I'm totally drawing a blank. I'm using that as kind of like a couple of banners, and they have words on it, and I cannot for the life of me read what they say. It's just way too small on my screen. But I thought that was a really cute embellishment to add as well. And then I glued down all of the 2x2s. And now I'm going to work on the title. So it's going to be pretty simple and really easy. I decided to go with Countdown to Cancun. I would love to know if you guys have ever been to Cancun. If you haven't been to Cancun, have you ever been anywhere else in Mexico? Or if you're from outside of the United States, have you ever traveled to the United States? Because I always feel like I've lived in America my whole life, right? Like I'm 42 years old. I've lived here forever. And this trip that we took, my partner and I, last year, was the first time I've ever left the United States in all of my 41 years. And I was kind of baffled by that because my ex and I weren't like poor or anything. Like I wasn't really sure why we never really traveled. But that was like one of the first things that Ashley and I talked about was like, we want to travel. And immediately when we got together, we purchased these Cancun tickets to go to this resort that we went to, and it was so exciting. We went in 2024, so we purchased them in November of 2022, and it did take us a while to save up for everything else because we had to save up for flights, we had to save up gas so that we could travel there, because where we live, you have to drive down to Utah to fly to Mexico. So we flew out of Salt Lake City to get to Mexico. But I just think it's so interesting how different everyone is with traveling. Like I love traveling, Ashley loves traveling, and that definitely is a main focus. Like the kids have been talking about going to Cancun with us since we got back. Like they were really jealous that we didn't take them with us. So that's definitely a bucket list trip for our family sometime, hopefully in the next 5 years, but we will see. So this layout is done. Now I'm just going to do the lines for my journaling, and I'm going to do my journaling. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a great scrappy day. Bye.